Hey Cully, so join us for this winter loadout video, and no boats, yeah, this one's for you. Let's have a look, shall we? So as you know, we've lived this lifestyle for over 11 years, and this is our 12th winter. Awesome. Tara's smiling behind the camera, but all of our cold weather gear, everything for winter, I'll address that in a minute, shall I? Bear with me. Yeah, that's one reason we don't have umbrellas, because they fly about and they flap about all over the bloody place, right? But no, I'll get there for you, don't you worry. So, where was I? Yeah, we've been at it. It's our 12th winter this year, and this is my pillow. As you know, Tara has a pillow, I have a pillow, and all of our cold weather gear, everything that we own is inside these. So I shall start. Item number one, I've got me crag hopper trousers. These are typically my wet weather that I'll put on, but also sometimes they're light weather. It just depends how I feel on that day, in that moment. As Tara's just pointed out, it's because they are nice and thin. They dry fairly quickly. You can put them in the bottom of the bag. They'll be nice and warm and dry-ish pretty much in the morning. They're blooming good. But crag hoppers, I didn't buy them. No, this isn't an affiliate charity shop, £2. I have my thermal top, need I say more? It's camo. Well, if I have to get out in the middle of the night and run through the woods, camo's great to have. You just look like a blimmin' cheetah, tiger thing. A moving bush, as Tara said, yeah, be like, oh, there's a moving bush there. One of these, if you know, you know, but if you haven't got bog roll, and you can wash them. Back in the day, you know, people that are in their 70s, they remember diaper nappy things. Like, you put it round, I'll do a demonstration. You put it around your kid like that, you put it through the back or through the front, you tie it off, nappy, right? I'm not saying that I shit inside mine, it's just for wiping if you're caught in an inconvenient situation, right? I've got underwear. I've got a pair on, 2 pair here, bed socks. Bed socks. These are military. I think they're from the original fire brigade lot. They look dirty because I literally live inside them through winter in bed, especially if we're rained in, you know, those sorts of things. But one thing I cannot stipulate enough, get some talcum powder, put it inside your socks, keep them wrapped up, keep them inside your pillow. So when you get into your bed, you put those on, you got the talc to dry out your hot, sweaty, wet feet. I have, and take my hood down, it's not that cold today either, is it? A full 100% wool jumper, yeah, absolute lifesaver, they're brilliant. I got my keffiyeh, your schmorg, you know, it's just a scarf. You wrap up warm, put it on you like this. Somebody said in one of the comments, how do you put one on? Like that. That umbrella's gonna float away in a minute. Mary Poppins style, going through the woods, eh? Yeah. So literally with the scarf, I tie a reef knot in the top, like that. One end through, other one round, and then you've got this big loop. Tighten it like that, and then you're good to go. Good to rock and roll. I have this top. Now, some of you mentioned recently, blimey, you don't see many people out of Austria with one of these. I thought it was Australian, but clearly it's Austrian. It's long sleeve or short sleeve, it's cotton. It's just one of those, I'm trying to blend into my environment. We'll get to that in a minute. It's a bush sort of shirt. You know, it's quite hardy, so when you're going through holly, brambles, stinging nettles, all sorts of shit, it's good to have hard wearing clothes. Yeah, it's not too bad on the drying scale, as Tara's saying. It's just one of those things that you can dry it out, but if it's wet, you can put it on. If you're going back out in the wet, put it on. You've got your wool jumper, you got your thermal top on underneath. Yeah, they're pretty good, no. I have my waterproof coat. Not waterproof. Yeah, not waterproof, as Tara said. Yeah. I've got a secret. I use jock straps. The reason for this, especially in winter, you know when you You know when you overheat and you start getting jock itch, or you got a wedgie in your ass, stuff like that, you're getting hot, you're getting sweaty. Yeah, jock straps, they just help. They stop the chafe, they stop your bum crumbs. Not only that, is you ain't gonna get your junk out to go for a shit in the middle of the night, have you? And the missus loves them too. Bonus. Another pair of those and another pair of normal underwear with the bums in. So at Christmas time, tell a story about these. At Christmas time, me, as many of you will know, went to my mum's, didn't we, for the last Christmas and that. Well, I pulled my underwear out of the tumble dryer, and I was like, fuck, your tumble dryer's ripped me arse cheeks out of my underwear. What the bloody hell's going on? And my mum was absolutely in hysterics. I was like, no, seriously, where's the back of it? Where have they gone? It was an absolute crack, but crack. I sound like a bloody drug mule, don't I? All this crack and string and packages. Tara's trying to hold the camera still. I'm kind of looking at her going, come on, hold it still. Yeah.
Hold it together, woman. Hold it together.
Just hold it. I've also got my leather winter gloves. Those are typically, if you've been following for quite some time now, I'll put them on over my fingerless, and they just help. As you can see, they're hard wearing, you know. Give it a good finger in, right? If we're going off of innuendos today, that's the way forward. Yeah, sticky fingers. Oh, look at that. You know, you get old prick in the finger. I love me punnies. But yeah, that's just for the added warmth and for foraging. Little bits and bobs like that. Another pair of underwear. So for you out there that keep saying, oh, how do you shower? How do you wash? Lots of underwear. They're light, they're compact, you can stuff them away in the most smallest of weird places. Stops them getting stuffed away in your small weird places, right? I've got a thin pair of socks. They're typically for summer, but if it's too hot, too humid at night time, I won't put my thick socks on. I'll put some talc in those, rocking. And my old bush hat. It's a bush hat, it's typically not for winter, but that is it. I also have my thermal trousers on, so I look like a bush down the bottom. There's no bush, but there might be, who knows, eh? For Tara's eyes only. I've got me normal trousers, although I do need to sew them up. They're getting a bit tatty now, they're 2.5 years old.
Quite faded, actually.
Yeah, it's raining, so it'll be all right. We're undercover. Get to that in a minute. Got me normal hoodie, our hoodies that we get. You've been asking for quite some time. They're from Savage Island. There you go, Savage Island. Your tops are great.
No sponsor.
No sponsor, no affiliate, but your tops are great.
The badges are ours.
And the badges are ours. Awesome. Oh, I missed one thing. Me log opera, it's looking a bit dirty, but I literally, here you go. Yes, I'm a baldy underneath, there you go. Male pattern baldness. Please don't reach out, sponsors. I'm not putting product in my hair or what's left of it. But with my hat, now the reason I tie it in a ponytail is because with the ponytail, what happens is my hat gets too loose. Because what I do with it at night time, when the bloody moon's out, the moon lately, sleepless nights, it's been unreal. That, and sleep. And sometimes I've got my scarf on and my gloves, but just...
And of course you got all that face fuzz.
And obviously, my face fuzz too. And underneath here, I've got a thermal, sleeveless thermal top. It's just not that cold, but I like to get into the rigors of it. Winter is coming, and I've got a funny feeling, if this rain clears up, it's going to be a nice cold one this year. We'll pause the video here to give thanks to you guys. We'll leave you all over the screen.
Oh, well, we're ever so grateful. I mean, you guys have been really generous of late, so I don't know why and what occurred there, but we're ever so grateful for that. We'll never ask anybody for anything, but we'll certainly give our gratitude.
Yeah, really appreciate it.
Cheers!
So thank you. And yeah, if you do want to consider becoming a member, anything like that, we've got lots of weird and wonderful things over there. It's just something that we give back, and obviously you get first dibs on our giveaways and all sorts of things like that. But
there's lots of hidden gems to being a member, put it that way.
Yeah, most definitely. And some of our hardcore members, wow, you guys are awesome. You've been around a long time, and all you new ones that are coming in as well. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. So thank you again, and let's get back into it, shall we?
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome. Why, Noel, and others of you, have I said, and I come across quite obtuse, come across a bit of a know-it-all, bit of a dickhead sometimes, and that's good, because you wouldn't tell Bear Grylls or Ray Mears or John Lofty Wiseman how to start a fire, let alone double tenting and stuff. We've got a tarp. Why do we need a double tent? Water bottles, sleeping, slippers, all sorts of weird things. We live out in the woods. We live out here. What do I need slippers for? Just have one look at the floor for a second. How often or how quick do you think those slippers or these other items are going to survive out here? They're not. You put your slippers on and go and, I think you've got wheelie bins now. Put your slippers on when it's raining and go and put the wheelie bins out. See what happens to those slippers. So, the umbrella. Why don't we use an umbrella? Why are we not carrying one? Because we've never needed to. And it's always been a bit of a shit comment, if I'm completely honest. It has been a shit comment. Why don't you have an umbrella? Well, I'll tell you why we don't have an umbrella, Noel. It's because we live out here. We've got waterproofs. If it's raining, we're inside the tent. But recently, a sponsor reached out.
And Mod's eating humble pie.
And as Tara's just said, I'm eating humble pie. Because, as you can see, there's a tripod. So I do a lot of wildlife photography, and of late some videography for wildlife too. I just thought, what better? I'm out here all the time, I live it, why not do it? So Apexel, they reached out with their 10 times TeleMacro lens, and it's literally a simple clip-on one. These things are fantastic. If you remember the other video on the Apexel, that wasn't too great. But I'm thinking, okay, connect it to the phone. Cool, all right. Well, how the bloody hell am I going to keep it dry now? Just stand here like this. Ooh, keep it dry, keep it dry. This thing wobbles, it's got to be on a tripod.
Ta-da! Woo!
Noel, Noel, thank you for your comment, and thank you for your advice, or even if it wasn't. The inspiration was, yeah, why not? And I can pack it up into the tripod bag, and jobs are good, right? I just thought, well, no, what? Obviously, I had to cut off the crappy handle because it had like a, yeah, so I've just cut it off and taped it up. But yeah, what a great idea. Charity shop job, £3. Tara said their smaller ones are cheaper, and I was like, well, I didn't bloody know. It was an impulse buy when I walked past a charity shop doing a shop run. But yeah, it's not really my thing, but thank you. It works. If you don't like the sponsored bit, just skip on. I'll put it up on the screen where to skip to, and you can skip to there instead. But yeah, inside this, so you get your nice lens, and you get your bracket. You get an eyepiece, because this eyepiece is so you can use it as a spotting scope. Have a look at this old scope of mine. That old scope of mine I've had for donkey's years, and it is brilliant. However, because Apexel sent me this, I've changed to this. You got a nice smooth focusing ring on there, and it's lighter than the one I just showed you. You also got a 200mm macro adapter to it as well. This thing, it's a bit tricky to use. I will give them that. It is a bit tricky to use, but once you get the hang of it, especially on a tripod, that focusing becomes a lot easier. And yeah, you got a nice cleaning cloth. You've got a 37mm step-up ring thread on there as well. Yeah, you get some nice instructions. I'll tell you what, that makes it look a hell of a lot bigger than it actually is. And I think some people get put off by that, but it's really good. I mean, you'll see the difference here. What I was showing here is, you know, that tree log, I was actually waiting for a squirrel to come down, but that tree log, here you go. I'll take the lens off now and show you that. So that's what it looks like without, so you can't even zoom in that far. So yeah, I absolutely love it. And the Apexel, I mean, from what I've found out in the field, you're probably one of the best for mobile lenses and bits and bobs like that. It's in their winter offer at the moment. Go over, have a look at it, grab it if you're interested in photography, videography, or just want a bit of extra reach for those nice scenic views and things like that. So thanks, Apexel. Until next time. So yes, Noel, I shall be keeping the umbrella for as long as I can, after your comment and many other comments, just to see what it's like. It's quite bulky. I'd probably say it's about 800, 900 grams, so nearly a kilo. The tripod, that's 600 grams. So there's extra weight. However, because it's winter, there's some stuff that we don't bring along with us. However, because it's winter, at this time of year, we'll usually put old redundant stuff in the barrel. We'll put that to a friend's house or a client's house in the area in which we're staying. But yeah, check out that video up there. It's a really good one. Basically says what we put in and out of our barrel. And also that other video as well, check that one out. That'll show you basically everything that we have in our bags and what we can do, or what we do with them. But as you know, we live this lifestyle 24/7, and because we live this way, we're just so used to it, aren't we?
Yep.
Yeah, and you know, there's a lot of overkill, hot tents, and you need a fire and you need this. We've never had a fire. We've never had a fire to stay warm or anything like that. We honestly do not advocate ground fires. We're well versed in our lifestyle and what we do.
It's just over the years we've learned that we don't actually need any of that. We can manage just with ourselves and our kit. Providing you've got your clothing and your kit right, you shouldn't really have a requirement. And the know-how, of course, in making sure you stay safe for winter. I mean, that's how we overcome and negate the need for a fire so much, is because we make sure that we're as far south as possible, that we've got good clothing, got each other and the dog to keep us company, to keep us warm. We're on a winner. We don't need the ground fires.
No.
Don't need the hot water bottles.
No. Even peeing in a bottle.
Do you know what? I've woken up too many times in the middle of the night with a freezing cold bottle of water in my bag, and I'm too tired and too cold to then think, oh, okay, I'll reheat that and put it back. I mean, you do it the first couple of times, but when you're living this way, the idea of doing that every few hours is rather annoying. You know, you find a way around that soon enough.
Yeah, you do. But that's our secret, not yours. There's dog.
There he is.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just dawned on me, one thing that we haven't covered is Tara's setup. What's different in your setup?
Tell you what's different in mine: a sports bra and some ski trousers, which I'm yet to obtain because it hasn't got cold enough yet. My last pair of ski trousers, they were slightly too long in the leg and they kept tucking under my feet, so they got ripped to shreds by the time the winter was over. So we're yet to purchase in a new pair, but I'm not due to get those for another month yet, really, because it's just not cold enough. But apart from that, the only thing that's different is that I have a sports bra, because, you know, who's wearing underwire out here? Nobody needs the old push-ups out here, right?
Yeah.
The trees ain't impressed with that.
I get impressed with it, yeah. But no, in all seriousness, I'm not wearing a bra. I identify it as he. I'm a man. It's just one of those things. We do know, we have known someone.
Yeah, well, we won't talk about that.
Nah. Because you know they're watching. But yeah, I mean, that is literally everything we have for winter. Tara goes through her gloves. They're the cheapo 99p magic gloves. If you remember from an old video before, yeah, these, if anyone was ever asking, these aren't runes. They're just so I know which hands they go on.
Yeah. And because these can be quite thin wearing, if you like, you can get through quite a lot of them. You can buy these in multi-packs. I think we got a pack of 20 or something.
Yeah.
You know, and it was only about £5. They're really cheap and cheerful, these things, but it's because I get through them so quick.
And yeah, and things like when you're trying to do up buttons and stuff like that, it's good to have your fingers free. All of those amorous moments, eh?
Yeah.
But anyway, Cully, thank you for being here. I hope you've enjoyed, and until next time, happy hopping.